We'll call this October the 9th, 2018 meeting of the Area Plan Commission to order. Will you please join me in the pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. And our secretary can't be here tonight, so Mr. McDaniel, would you call the roll, please?
Yes, I would. Mr. Harrell?
Present?
Okay, Mr. Harrell, yes, present. Mr. Sudoff?
Here.
Mrs. Weiss?
Here.
Mrs. King?
Here.
Ms. McCann? Ms. McCann? Absent. Okay, Mr. Waterman? Absent. Mr. Frank is absent. He already let me know that he would be unable to be here this evening. Mr. O'Neill? Absent. And then Mrs. Seiler? Present. All right. Staff? Ms. Sanders?
Present.
Okay. Beverly Rude, Ms. Rude is absent. Bill McDaniel, Director, present. We have a quorum.
We have a quorum, very well. Okay, the next order of business is the approval of the minutes from September the 10th, 2018. Does everybody have a copy of the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve them as written.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Have a motion and a second to approve the September 10th, 2018 minutes as written. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved.
It's 5-0 vote. Mhm.
Our next order then, since we have no public hearings, sign regulation update on draft number 8.
Now, the only thing with this is whether or not there's a few changes from the last time those have been made. And basically what I would like to do is Mr. Pazzi was kind enough to help me put up the draft 8, the existing sign regulations, my memo about the replacement sign regulations, and then the Washington Post article about the Reed versus Gilbert. And main thing is whether or not any of the Plan Commission members have any comments. A big part is also to get the okay then, if there are no issues or problems with what I sent out to members, to approve and instruct me to set up the public hearing for November. And then, of course, changing the format and formatting them into the city and county ordinance.
Okay, so does anybody have questions or comments for the director on draft number 8? Or the memo, right?
Mm-hmm. I hope this means I did it is because I did a really, really, really smash and bang up job on it.
We'll assume that.
Okay. Well, you've all read it
We're
enough,
not
so.
giving no rewards for that.
Huh?
We're not giving no rewards for that. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I'm not expecting rewards, but a nice attaboy on occasion, For the management class, they call it psychic income. No additional comments. Oh, and Mr. Frank did say, I sent him an electronic copy of the documents, and he said that he's going to see that all the city council members will get a copy. And I assume that it would probably be better for hard copies for your compatriots on the Board of Commissioners. Yep. Okay. Commissioners. Okay.
Gary and I do your email, but Mark does not.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting is maybe it's something I've haven't had work for Verizon because Bill Crawford's not real a fan of it either. Because he worked for them at the same time. Maybe that tells us something. But, okay, so I'll get paper copy to, okay. Mr. Naylor, and then Mr. Nabi. Okay. All right, and, oh yes, and I will need to get a copy also to Mayor Gordon, and a copy to Mr. Butch, the city attorney. And I suspect as I should probably get copies of these to Mr. Parker, and then also Mrs. Whitaker. Is there anybody else that, other than Mr. Hanson also, get him a copy directly in his hands. Is there anybody else that, any board members can think that I probably ought to place a copy directly in their hands?
That's about covered it, I think.
Well, I'll find out, won't I? Okay, well, if that's the case, that is all that I do have, other than, of course, the report, director's report, and,
So we don't need any action on this.
what's that? Oh, yeah, if I could just get a motion to
Yeah, maybe you want
instruct me to set up the public meeting for next November.
Do we have a motion?
Please tell me
that
what to
effect?
do.
Please set up a public meeting for November for the,
Okay.
Okay, we have a motion for a public meeting for November, for a hearing on the draft.
Yep.
November what? You
Second.
just said November, you don't have a date?
Yeah, it'll
Or
be,
regular meeting.
I don't have it off the top of my head. Oh, actually, I do, yeah. It will be the Tuesday, November 13th, 2018. At 7 p.m., we will hold a public hearing on this last draft, and will be then put into an ordinance format for the public hearing. And then just be some formatting issues that I have to deal with it.
now is that our meeting or you're talking about?
This will be
public
the,
meeting?
this will be the public hearing for the Area Plan Commission. Then depending upon, then after the recommendation, regardless of what the recommendation is from the Plan Commission, I will then forward the copies then to the city council and then also the county commissioners for the next meeting to vote on the recommendation for the sign regulations.
So that'll be our regular APC meeting on the 13th.
Correct. Yep, and that will be the public hearing.
So we have a motion
And a second.
and a second. Is there any questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Unanimous.
All right. Okay.
We're done with number 5, right? Yep. Item number 6, the director's report, which hopefully you have in front of you.
Yep.
Any questions on the director's report?
Okay, and it seemed as though there's surprisingly few messages, and Mr. Crawford did not come close to using all the hours that we allotted for him. I think is maybe about 24 hours that Mr. Crawford used. He's very diligent about making good use of the taxpayer money. So he put in just the time that he absolutely needed to. So he didn't put any additional time, and he's always been very good about that, taking care of taxpayer money with his job. Okay, as you can see, I did a total of 26 inspections. Mr. Crawford did 15 over the time I was gone. Surprisingly, there were no permits waiting for me, and there was very few messages. So even though I guess and then I wasn't really inundated as much as I expected this week. So that was good. I should say last week. So perhaps the message is phrased in a way that people decided they could wait.
Okay, any questions on the report? Do I hear a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion accepting.
Okay, motion to
Second
accept
motion.
and a second, thank you. Motion to, and a second to accept the director's report. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7 is adjournment. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.